Welcome back to businesshealthchecker.com. There's been a lot of news articles and news stories recently about government cutting expenditure and naturally business people are very concerned about the impact it's going to have on their businesses. In particular, I've been out dealing with small and medium-sized businesses, and there's one guy in particular who I think reflects the strains and stresses that businesses are feeling today. This guy, young guy, created a business, came off the tools, doing quite a successful job at the moment, but is naturally concerned about holding on to his gains that he's already made. And he was challenged by the fact that I was telling him that Business Health Checker thinks business is relatively simple. So what I explained to him is that business can be as sophisticated, big or small. It can be as technically complex, depending on which sector it's in. But clearly the way in which it has to be managed, in particular in current difficult trading circumstances, is in a fashion, it has to be managed in a way that brings together all of the teams, the whole organisation around one common goal. The common goal clearly is in making money for the business. So I explained to him that making money through other people is obviously very difficult, and it's about sharing objectives. It's about maintaining a motivation throughout the team, him particularly creating an atmosphere whereby the team creates its own inner drive to overcome obstacles to making money. So the top-down direction I was advising him that he's giving his key personnel particularly, is to give them scope within their roles and give them responsibility for changing things which are putting obstacles in the way of creating money. Clearly there are particular silos in every organisation that I've ever worked in, but if I go through 2 or 3 examples of silos which are not necessarily driven to make money, which the owner or the manager of the business has to deal with and eliminate as a source of obstacle to making money. That accountants, some are very technically qualified in my opinion, but obviously the passion for managing cash and managing decisions inside a business is sometimes not the preserve of good accountants. They write rules, but they don't actually walk the job and make sure people are enabled to make the correct decisions in respect of the business's particular circumstances. Can they afford it or can't they? Sales, revenue creation. Sales is about revenue creation. Sales is about ensuring that the voice of the customer is loud within a business. If you take the production function, and most manufacturing businesses I've been associated with, there's always a complaint that salespeople, customers are unreasonable and the expectations are way beyond their abilities. Of course, in many cases that's not true, but there has to be a process by which recognition from salespeople and production people leads to customer receiving his goods or services on time in full in order that the customer pays their bill. So in terms of giving top-down direction, I've said to this young chap that he should focus his mind on 5 things principally. First of all, he's got to reach consensus with his teams that the whole objective of the job they do is to make the company money. To monitor and measure, enable the teams themselves to monitor and measure their own performance from a financial point of view, to change any obstacles which the teams are scoped to find and to eliminate, to react very quickly, to listen to the advice and the feedback he's getting and actually action some program to eliminate these problems quickly. Fourthly, he's got to communicate about the progress that he's making or the teams are making, and to shout loudly about the impact it has on his business, and recognition of that fact will maintain a momentum within the teams to continue the process of improvement or to focus their minds on making money. The last thing is, even despite the difficult trading circumstances, there's got to be a reward for achievement. This is sharing the efforts of people, sharing the rewards inside the business in order that the effort and the motivation of people is maintained at a high level. This will be particularly relevant in the weeks and months ahead. This doesn't have to be a financial reward, but some recognition, which will still cost the business, even if it's non-financial, still has to be budgeted, in the sense that the people will expect the effort to be rewarded in some way. It's good that the boss genuinely recognises this. We'll talk again on this subject, I have no doubt. Please go to the site businesshealthchecker.com, give us your feedback, and we welcome that, and we will get back to you with our next subject through our next video. Thanks for listening.